Hi Zesties. Okay, I'm doing a Walmart mukbang, nothing fancy. I thought about making some homemade french fries, but quite frankly, I do not have the time or energy. Also, I'll be eating these, which I reviewed at some point, and I didn't really like them at first. I thought they were too salty. They kind of still are, but they have grown on me. Let's go. I'm still recovering from that Cuban sandwich yesterday. Wait, hold on. That Cuban sandwich yesterday. Also, I'm sorry I don't have my microphone going. I was too lazy to set it up. I don't even have my lights right, but a lot of people tell me my audio's fine, so whatever. So this was ham and Swiss on sale at Walmart. And don't get me wrong, like the Cuban sandwiches in Tampa are technically better than this, but they're very comparable. At least this one has mustard. Man, that was like a slap in the face yesterday to serve me a Cuban sandwich with no mustard. Only in Tampa. It's funny too because like I never really cared about about Cuban sandwiches or Cuban food. Sorry for any Cubans out there, but it's kind of like, I don't know, basic in compare. Ooh, this is gonna make people mad, but I'm sorry. It's kind of basic in comparison to Puerto Rican food. Sorry if this hurts some feelings out there, but you know, it just is what it is. But you know, like of course I ate Cuban sandwiches in South Florida because that's like the dish of South Florida, right? And when I started making these videos, I think I started them last year in 2023. Come on, Destination, let's go. Oh wait, last year in 2024, sorry. But anyway, whenever, you know, I just thought, oh, this is a cool video idea. Everyone likes to argue about Tampa versus Miami Cuban sandwiches. And I'm like, okay, let me try some Tampa Cuban sandwiches. And I mean, from the get-go, I was just shocked by what they were selling here. I was like, what? And you guys have the audacity to claim that the Tampa Cuban sandwiches are better than the Miami ones. And every one I've gotten here has been pretty bad. And I've gone to all the big places. I still need to go to the place that the Cubans at my Cuban pizza place that shut down, of course. But the place that they recommend. Because they told me a specific restaurant that's where the Cubans go in Tampa, so. But I certainly don't have any hope or expectation of getting a good Cuban sandwich in Tampa. Like, I think that ship has sailed. Me thinking that one of these places are gonna sell me a good one that I can go, yeah, it's better than Miami, but It's just crazy to me what they sell as Cuban sandwiches here. I honestly find it insulting to the city of Tampa. Like, I want all of the restaurants to take the Cuban sandwich off the menu, period. Or improve them, or you know what I mean? I'm not saying it has to be like Miami style, because obviously we have our different style here, but there's no consensus of what Tampa style is. They try to do so much with the sandwiches to try to detract from the fact that they're bad. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I was shocked when I went to Obama's favorite place yesterday, and I had really high hopes. And the sandwich was really good, but like, they skimped on the pickles, they skimped on the pernil, and I don't know if there was mustard on it or not. There was one bite where I maybe thought I tasted mustard. But yeah, man, those Tampa Cuban sandwiches are bad. Like, bad, bad. Like I said, I suspect, I don't really know this for sure, but I suspect that Cubans in Tampa don't actually eat Cuban sandwiches. It's like only for tourists, and they don't really care about it. But this is just me trying to understand or justify how terrible they are. Oh! I have updates, Zesties. And also, these are still too salty for me, but they've grown on me, and I give them 7 out of 10 because they're still a little salty. But they are actually spicy, which I always appreciate that. But ooh, I have updates. See, like literally, if I would have put pickles on this, this would be like better than most of the Cuban sandwiches they sell in Tampa. Like, they're really, really bad. I'm gonna have to get a Cuban sandwich at the Puerto Rican place just to make fun at this point and be like, look, the Puerto Ricans did a better Cuban sandwich than the Cuban places. Because I know that the Puerto Ricans aren't messing around. But, so I am starting to suspect that my neighbors left, but I don't want to get my hopes up because, like, so my neighbors, if you don't know, I've been struggling with loud neighbors since like October, and it's just every day stomping and dancing and blasting music and screaming. I mean, demonic screams and everything. Like, everyone was telling me, report them, and I was afraid to report them, and then everyone was saying I was, you know, crazy for being afraid to report them, but it's like, if you heard the demonic screaming that I heard, you would probably think twice about reporting them as well. But, like, they're so loud that their presence is known. Anytime they leave, I immediately know because, like, the silence is deafening. You know what I mean? Because literally for the past couple months, it's just been non-stop screaming and stomping and blasting music. I mean, they literally turned my apartment into like a nightclub, fight club, everything. So a couple nights ago, they were up until 3 blasting music and being loud, which kind of made me mad, but it sounded like they were moving. I was like, if I'm not mistaken, it sounds like moving noises. And like, one day I slept until 1 p.m. And you know, they had really like disturbed my sleep schedule. So it was kind of this like thing where I slept however much they allowed me to, you know? And if there were ever a day that they weren't home, or that they were like not being loud, if I had nothing to do that day, I would sleep in hard. My body would just say, nope, you need to sleep. You haven't been sleeping, you know. So, and this has been like months. But I'm just stuck because I have a cheap apartment. I mean, no, I actually have the cheapest apartment in Tampa. Like, I could not find any cheaper. Well, actually, I could find cheaper, but they were, like, not safe looking. But anyway, I woke up at 1 p.m. the other day and I was kind of like, oh my gosh, I woke up so late. But then I realized, wait, it's silent. They're gone. And they've left for a few days before, which scares me that they'll return. But it's been a few days that they have not been here, and they haven't even entered, you know, they have not entered in any capacity the apartment, because trust me, their presence is known. The second they enter that apartment, no. Hold on, right as I say this, they're here. Let me see if it's really them though. I spoke too soon, they're back. Let's just pray, Zesties. Please let them be leaving. Because, like, there were a couple times where their car showed up. And then they just, like, left. They, like, showed up and left a couple times. And I was hoping that that meant that they were like moving. I don't know how I feel though, because I'm really devastated that they just came back right now. But it sounds like they're just stomping, less throwing, and there's less objects that are being thrown around. So, man, I jinxed myself talking about this and they show up. But I just have to hope and pray that they're leaving. Because to be honest, I'm not sure how much more of it I can take. I might end up being a Mississippian, Zesty. Because I'm tired. Man, well, it was an amazing 3-day break from all the noise. But like I said, they are throwing stuff around a little bit, but it sounds like but it's not as extreme as usual. Well, it is what it is. I'm just gonna stay here and hope for the best, and it's very possible that at some point I just leave by, you know, say sorry to my landlord. They were probably gonna keep my deposit anyway. And just get in my car and go to Mississippi. Well, like I said, there's these other apartments I found, but they don't really look safe. And it's just gotten so hard living in Florida. Ugh, man, this situation really sucks. I was so hoping that they were gone. Like I said, all that showing up and then leaving they were doing the other day just has me really hopeful that they're leaving. I wonder how they make so much noise though, because like literally with the amount of noise that they make, it sounds like number one, they're wearing shoes, and number two, they have to be jumping. They can't just be normal, like they have to be skipping or jumping or something. I'm so mad I jinxed myself. Man, I don't like this feeling though of being stuck. Stuck in a situation that you cannot fix. You know what I mean? Like, I pretty much have the cheapest apartment in Tampa aside from living in the projects. So, if I decide to stay in Tampa, wherever I'm going to live is going to be much worse than here, except probably we'll have better neighbors. If I move to Mississippi, I'd likely end up living in a camper, but it's like, what do you do? What do you do? I am stuck. But you know what? Like I said, they're stomping, but they're throwing less. Which I'm hoping means that they have taken some of their things out already, like their dressers and drawers and stuff. Because I suspect that's what a lot of the like throwing noises that I hear are. I was gonna eat these muffins, but I don't have the appetite. But yeah, I suspect that that's what the throwing noises are, is like they come home and they're like slamming their drawers and like throwing stuff in the drawers and stuff. Oh. I thought that they were carrying stuff down the stairs. Maybe I'm just wishful. Yeah, I'm wishful thinking. Something crazy about the loud neighbor situation too. I mean, it seems like they pretty much are like skipping back and forth all day. Like, they rarely, if ever, are sitting. And I wish I could say, like, take a chill pill, dang, like, sit down, calm down. I don't know what you have going up there, but just chill. Take a deep breath. You know, take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, chill, sit down. Man, I hope that they were moving though, and that wasn't all just in my head. I really do. Because I'd love to stay in Tampa, but to be honest, I'm really not sure how much longer I can do it. Yeah. Well, bye, Zesties.